तो सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Yesterday, or rather day first day, we don't know what happened. Suddenly the internet was not functioning properly as desired. I changed the network and still the connection was not proper. So I had to quit in between. And I thought I'll redo the same class again. So I removed the Tamil version also, which was proper. There was no issue there in the Tamil version. So though it was showing life for others, love for others, showing life for others, here there was a display which said that the internet connection is not okay, kind of. And I was doing it with doubt because after recording the whole thing, the next day he'll say 20 minutes, then there is no point doing it. So I said, okay, I'll redo the same class. Nanu katham sarvabhutanam tatah sambhavah devadi deha visheshanam karanantara sambhavaditi ashankyah. No. And not many people are live, and the other people who see, they only see it later. So I thought it's better to read it. Katham sarvabhutanam tatah sambhava. How can you say that sarvabhutanam, all the beings tatah sambhava, come from that? Come from that means the association between the kshetra and kshetrajna. Why? What is your doubt? Why this doubt? What is the seed for this doubt? Devadi deha visheshanam karananta sambhavat, because there is a possibility of different cause for the deities, etc., because they have supernatural powers, etc. So we human beings don't have. So maybe we human beings are born out of this association, but not the deities. Iti ashankya aha. For this doubt, Bhagavan is explaining sarva yonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiyaha तासां ब्रह्म महत् योनिः अहं बीजप्रदः पिता. सर्वयोनिषु हे कौन्तेय मूर्तयः याः सम्भवन्ति तासां ब्रह्म महत् योनिः अहं बीजप्रदः पिता. सर्वयोनिषु, I was explained the other day also, yoni is a word which is used in Sanskrit. Yoni is the word which used to refer to the female genitals, the reproductive organs, female reproductive organ. Okay, the genital. Now, yoni here, sarva yonishu does not mean all the reproductive organ, all the genitals. No. Yoni also has another meaning. The other meaning is the different kinds of births. Sarva yonishu here means the different kinds of, in all the different kinds of births. Okay. So why I had to say this is, I was explaining the other day also, there is this misconception which is deliberate and sometimes because of our stupidity. I'll come to the deliberate and stupidity part. The Shiva Linga has two parts. One is the base, the other is the Linga part. Okay. The base is called as a yoni, pita or yoni. They normally call it yoni. Okay. And the upper part is called as linga. The lower part, the base, is called as yoni. The upper part is called as linga. Mostly if you see the yoni, it will be round with a water lane. Sometimes it can be in square, etc. also. Since it is generally seen as round and all that, the deliberate and idiots, they both consider this to be a union of male and female. And we are worshipping the Shiva Linga, not the yoni. So they make it a look like it is phallus worship. This is what happened. This is why I'm saying deliberate. This is what happened in Europe. The Shiva worship is not just limited to India. It was there worldwide. It's a worldwide phenomenon. But in Europe, in other countries, they kept repeating this idea that you are phallus worshippers, you are worshipping this phallus, etc., and made you feel kind of depressed because of that. Oh. And inferior. What kind of worship am I doing? And they gave an alternative for you to hold on to and destroy this religion. That is why I said deliberate. We have to understand Yoni, as I said, it is not just circle, it is in different forms in different areas. A. Then this Shiva Linga. Okay, if the Shiva Linga is a circular cylinder kind of thing everywhere, it is maybe, you can say maybe, but it is not so. In some places, there are square Shiva Lingas, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, every kind of, and different layers also Shiva Linga. You can see Shiva Lingas in different levels. And in Kedarnath, you can see a Shiva Linga, which is a stone basically. And in Raigad, etc., in Jharkhand, there is one temple where it is also one of the Dwadashi Jyotirlinga. And in other places also, you have Shiva Linga, which is not visible. It is inside that hole in the yoni. You see, and there is a temple which should be specifically mentioned in Tamil Nadu, close to Tiruchi, Arandangi. There is a place called Arandangi, close to Tiruchi, Pudukkottai district. It is. So there is a temple called Avudayar Kovil. In this temple, there is no Shiva Linga at all. There is only base. What is this? No Shiva Linga? It is only base. The idea is Avudai is in Tamil. The Avudai is the base, yoni. Okay. So the idea of the Shiva worship itself, I said the other day also, Linga means Linga is also a word which is used for male genitals. Linga is also used to refer to, also has another meaning, pointer sign. Leenam artham gamayati iti lingam, that which points out to, that which signals something which is hidden is linga. Okay. So here in Avudai temple, only the base is there. There is no form. From form to formless is the transition. We are not worshippers of form. Hinduism is not. They have this different kinds of flowery words. Polytheism, this that. Hinduism is you can't understand Hinduism. Hinduism does not accept multiple gods. The Vedic system is a very beautiful system. It helps you to gain focus through the mental makeup which you have from that God form to the formless. We are not saying you have to only worship the formless or you have to only worship this form. No, we give you a choice according to your mental makeup of the past, and from there we take you to the self, the formless, the identity. So, Sarva Yonishu He Kaunteya, that is why to say Sarva Yonishu means in all the births, different kinds of births. He Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, Murtaya Yaha Sambhavanti, those different forms which are born, which are manifested. Tasam Brahma Mahat Yoni. For all of them, Brahma is the Mahat Yoni, the Mahat Karana. The Brahman, Mahat Brahman is the Karana. The effectual Brahman is the cause. Mahat Yoni, he said, Mahat Yoni, great Yoni, if you say female genital organ, okay, female genital organ, great female. What is that? What does that mean? Meaning a great mother. Okay, Yoni is also a word referring to, see, Yoni means female genitals. Yoni means the birth. Yoni also refers to mother, a lady. So here he says Mahat Yoni means great mother. She is great mother. The Brahman, the effectual Brahman is great mother. So for creation, any creation, you have to have a male and female generally. So what I have to say generally is there are some which don't require the copulation. So aham bijah padah pita. I am the one. I am the father who impregnates. Bija pradaha. Bija means seed. Prada means giver. I am the seed giver father. Beautiful. Deva, Pitru, Manushya, Pashu, Mrigadi, Sarva Yonishu. In all the different kinds of births, like the deities, the mains, the ancestors, the Manushya, the human beings, the Pashu, the animals, Mriga, the wild animals. All in all these beings, Sarva Yonishu, in all these beings, in all these births, Yamurtayaha, whatever form, whatever birth it takes. What are the different things? Are there different forms, different births? Yes, sir. Jarayuja, Andaja, Udbijjadi Bedena. He just refers to the three, he does not refer to the fourth one. Adi, with Adi, etc., we understand the fourth one. Jarayuja, Jara means the womb. Okay? The layer which covers the baby. So, from through the womb, and Andaja. Andaja means through the egg. Andad jatam andaja. Andad jatam. Ja means jatam. It is born. Born out of anda, egg. That which is born through the egg, by the from the egg. Udbija. Udbinati iti udbija. That which breaks open the ground and comes out. The sprouts. Okay. Then the fourth one, Adi, with Adi, Svetaja. Svetaja means through sweat. Sveta Jatam, Svetaja. Sveta means sweat. So that which came from sweat. Sweat, Sveta. Sweat, Sveta. Same words. Okay, Svetaja. Like the lice, the germs in the body, scorpion. Scorpion also they say is born of the cow dung sweat. So, or the sweat of the earth. Okay, so these kind of different births. Vedena, Vilakshana, Vividha Sansanaha, different types of, different types of Tanavaha. It's not Stanavaha. Stana means breast. Tanu means body. Tanavaha in plural, body is. So different kinds of body emerge, sambhavanti, emerge. They are manifest. Hey Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, understand this. Tasa murtinam tat karana bhavapannam mahat brahmaiva yonihi matrustaniya. For all those creations, tat karana bhavapannam, that which has taken the cause, that has become the cause, that mahat yoni, that mahat brahman is the yoni. Mahat Brahmaiva, the effectual Brahman is the cause. Yoni. Yoni means Matustaniya, takes the place of the mother. Okay? Aham Parameshwaraha Bijapradaha Garbhadhanasya Karta Pita. I, the Parameshwara, is the one who impregnates. Bijapradaha, the one who gives the seed. Garbhadhanasya Karta, the one who impregnates. Garbhadhana is impregnation. So, I am the one who impregnates, the doer of that impregnation, Pita, father. The mother is a Prakriti, I am the father. Tena Mahato Brahmanaha Eva Avastha Visheshaha. That great Brahmans, different states are Karanantrani. These different causes. That which becomes cause for the deities, becomes cause for the mains, etc. Iti Yuktam Muktam. Therefore, it is rightly said. Sambhava Sarvabhutanam Tadohate, all these different kinds of being comes into existence from that. Whatever is said is rightly said. There's no doubt. तत् एवं निरीश्वर सांख्य निराकरणेन क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ संयोग ईश्वराधीनत्वम् उक्तम्. By negating the Nirishwara Sankhya, the Sankhya's who does the Sankhya philosophers who don't accept the existence of Ishvara, by negating them, the association between the Kshetra and Kshetrajna is dependent on the Ishvara. That was explained. By accepting the dependence on Ishvara, we have negated the Sankhya philosophy. I explained the reason for the accepting Sankhya philosophy or not accepting Sankhya philosophy, etc. Sankhya philosopher not accepting the Ishvara, etc. I have explained it in detail. Now, there are some people who have this doubt. I explained it already in some place earlier. We have to see it from a different angle also. There are some people who have this doubt of what is the difference between Sankhya and Sankhya. That Sankhya and this Sankhya, because here also the word Sankhya is used, and there also we have to use this word Sankhya. Sankhya Shastra, Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Shastra, I already said it is number, the number of substance they accept. Sankhya here is knowledge. But all that is different. You have to understand, accept another thing. That is also written by, that is the authored by Kapila Rishi, Kapila Maharshi. Who is Kapila Maharshi? Rishi Nam Kapilosmi. Bhagavan himself declares, I am Kapila among the rishis. Therefore, how can Bhagavan through an avatara lie to you? For that we have to say no. Bhagavan didn't lie. That is pramana also, but not pramana for understanding the truth, but pramana for something else. What does that mean? Why should we not accept Kapila, who is the avatar of Vishnu? We will come to that through a different angle. In some places, some people accept Vishnu as avatara, Buddha as avatara of Vishnu. Some people accept. I also accept Buddha as avatar of Vishnu. But don't jump into conclusion. Wait. Listen to this carefully. Yes. Oh, Buddha is also avatar of Vishnu. Okay, let me go and study Buddhism. That is not the stupidity I am deriving at. The avatara, the purpose of avatara is Bhagavan declared here, Sambhavami yuge yuge dharma sansthapanarthaya. To establish the dharma, I will be taking birth again and again in every yuga. This is what Bhagavan promised us. What is that for? To establish the dharma and eradicate the adharma. That is the purpose of the avatara. It can be done in two ways. Like Bhagavan Bhashyakara said, he established the dharma through the dharmic ways by debating. And Vishnu, etc., Krishna, etc., they by destroying the adharma people, the asuras. So the avatara can be of different types, different kinds. Like Rama avatara. Rama is also referred to as Maryada Purushottama. Maryada Purushottama. Purushottama, Purushana Uttamaha. One who is greatest among the beings. That is Purushottama. Maryada means one who has respect. One who has respect for what? For not for others, not for just himself. One who knows the limits. That's the respect. One who always stands upright, straight, not doing anything wrong, not deviating from the Shastra. That is what is Maryada. He stands in the limit. He does not cross over this side or that side. He lived as the scriptures prescribe. Perfect life. That is Rama Avatara. But still, he was criticized by people. He is still people to create bad ideas about Rama again with vested interest. They start the debate, making it show like it is a very proper debate for you people. It is not. It is just to create ideas to show Rama in bad light. That's all. So because we don't have any wrong idea, we know what Rama is. We don't need to have clarity from people. So think as Rama is avatara which is particularly following scriptures purely without any choice, but still he is criticized for killing Vali from by hiding behind the tree secretly. One, he is criticized mostly for leaving Sita, his pregnant wife. So that is according to Shastra, but still he is criticized for that. Now, the next avatar is Krishna. He said, okay, last time I took avatar, I followed all the rules, but still people started criticizing. This time I will not do anything according to scriptures. Just joking. He did whatever he did is not something which needs to be, which should be followed. Whatever Rama did should be followed completely, but whatever Krishna did should not be completely followed. Krishna had so many wives. I will have. No. Krishna is a avatara. He is yoga purusha. You are nothing, so you should not think about that. Even one wife or one husband is very difficult to manage. You talking about hundred, thousands of husbands or wives. It's very impossible. It's very impossible. So that is the thing. Okay, coming to the avatar of Buddha. See, one rotten apple in the basket of apple will destroy all the other apples. So it is better to remove that apple from that basket. So Bhagavan Buddha, what he did is he declared a new philosophy which seemingly differs from the Vedic philosophy, and he started guiding the people who have this crooked idea into that philosophy, so that they don't disturb the people who follow the Vedic philosophy. So that is the kind of avatara which Bhagavan Buddha was. Not an avatara which should be followed. Remember that. Okay. So tadevam Nirishwara Sankhya Nirakaranena iti uktam. Idanim kasmin gune katham sangah keva guna katham va te badhanti iti uchate. So these three questions which we started in the beginning, where I declare the subject matter, the topic of this chapter, Gunatraya Vibhagah. So that is taken up again. Kasmin gune katham sangah. In what kind of guna, what kind of association I gave. That should be known. Keva guna. Before that, I need to understand what are these gunas. Katham va te badhanti, and how do they bind us? These should be understood. Iti uchate. That is said now. सत्तमित्यादिना अन्यमित्यतः प्राक् चतुर्दशभिः. In these 14 shlokas, Chaturdasha, 4 plus 10, 14. 4 and 10, we say in English. Okay, 4 and 10. In 14 shlokas, beginning with Sattva and ending before the shloka which is a Anyam, which begins with Anyam. It is not ending with Anyam. Shloka which begins with Anyam before that. Till that, these 14 shlokas are going to describe what these three answers to these three questions. Sattam Rastam iti gunaha prakriti sambhavaha nibadhanti mahabaho dehe dehi namavyayam. Before that, Sankhyans very beautifully, in Ishwar Krishna very beautifully explains these three gunas in one shloka. Sattam prakashkam ishtam upashtambakam jalam charadaha guru varnakam yevat tamaha pradipavachat Kavruti. Sattam prakashakam ishtam. Sattam is something which is effulgent and desirable, meaning happiness. Upashtambakam chalamcha rajaha. Rajoguna is sorrow and turbulent. Upashtanga chanchalam. Chanchalam means not stable, non-stable. Guru varanakam eva. Tamaha. And Tamoguna is Guru. Guru means heavy. Varanakam means Guru, heavy or inert. And there is inertia there. And Varanakam means veiling. Okay? It hides the truth. Darkness. That is the nature of Tamoguna. So there is nothing which is common. Like we say, for anything we need to have a common point. And nowadays, even without common point, see if Ishwar Krishna was writing something today, he will probably write like the political parties in many places, not just in India. In many places, political party just to form the government, they associate, they compromise, and they have partnership with parties which don't share any of these ideas, any of their ideas. These people's ideas or the other people's ideas, they are completely different, conservative with left and right and whatever. So they don't left with right, conservative also okay, left with right. What is they are completely opponent. But for the sake of the government, the rule, the power, they do whatever they want. So here also, these three, Sattva, Rajo, Tamo, Guna, though they don't have anything in common, they come together, Pradeepavat, like the lamp. He's giving the example, Pradeepavat. Pradeepavat means like a lamp. Like a lamp means there is oil, there is wick, and there is the fire. Oil is of the nature of water, wick of the nature of earth, and fire. So what earth, water, earth, and fire, they come together to make effulgence. Similarly, these three, though they don't have anything in common, they come together to create this manifestation, these multiple creations. Sattam, Rajaha, Tama iti gunaha. The gunas are three: Sattva, Raja, and Tamo guna. Prakriti Sambhaha, they are manifest from the Prakriti. This is a very important word we have to understand. They are manifest from the Prakriti is just a seeming word, because Prakriti itself is a made of three gunas, Trunatmika Prakriti, made of three gunas, Sattva, Raja. So manifestation is just a word to show some idea, that's all. Nibadhanti Mahabaho, they bind you, O Mahabaho, with broader shoulders, one with broad shoulders. Dehe Dehinamam, they bind the Dehi, the self, in the body. The self which is avya, that which does not undergo any transformation in the Deha, in the body. Sattam, Rajas, Tama iti evam namano gunaha. The gunas have these names, Sattva, Rajo, and Tama. Nitya Paratantraha, Purusham Prati. They are always dependent. Always dependent. Dependent on who? Purusham Prati. They are dependent on the Purusha. Why? Because Sarvesham Achetananam Chetanarthatva, because all the inert are for the sake. The inert is not for inert. The inert is always for the sentient. The inert cannot function without the guidance of the sentient. A car cannot go on by itself. Oh, Guruji, you are outdated. There are cars, there are flights, which the bombers which they use, unmanned aircrafts. But there is someone who is guiding it from here. Oh, Guruji, that is for the aircraft. But on the road, Google, etc., they have come up with the cars, automatic cars. Yes, but the coding is done by a human being. Even if the AI develops into such a state where it learns everything and starts coding by itself, still the first coding for that AI is done by a human being. That machine learning system which teaches the machine to learn by itself is done by a human being. It is not by itself. So, Purusham Prati Sarvesham. Natu Vaisheshikanam Rupadivat Guna Ashritaha. They are dependent on the Purusha. The gunas are dependent on the Purusha, not like the Vaisheshikas who accept the Dravya Ashritaha. Not Guna Ashritaha, Dravya Ashritaha. Because gunas are dependent on the Dravya, the substance. That is how Vaisheshikas accept it. Like the redness is existent not in the independent of any substance. Pot, red pot. Any guna is always associated with the substance. Independent of a substance, there can be no guna. So that is not how we accept it. Like guna, etc. are paribhasha, epistemological terms. So it differs from, like, guna in Sanskrit is different. A, O is guna there. So guna differs from these epistemological terms, differ from philosophy to philosophy. Nacha guna-guninoho anyatvam atra vivakshitam. We don't, just because that we don't differentiate the guna and guni. Because Vedantic philosophy is Shakti mator abhedat. The power and the wielder of power is not different. That is what we call as Karya Karana Ananyatva. Karya Karana Ananyatva. Effect cause non-dual. What does that mean? We explain it as a Karana Vyatirekena Karyam Nasti. This is the definition we give it to explain the Karana Karya Ananta. Karana Vyatirekena Karyam Nasti. Other than the cause, there is nothing which can be referred to as effect. We say gold chain. The chain is gold. The name and form is different, but the chain is gold, nothing but gold. The ring is nothing but gold. The pot or the plate is nothing but a clay. Form and name differs, but they are basically clay. So that is what we refer to. That is says guna guninoho anyatvam atra na vikshitam. We don't say that guna and guni are different. Gunatrayatmakatvat prakritehe, because the prakriti itself is of the three gunas. Katham prakriti sambhavayati. Then how did you say it came from prakriti? The three gunas came from prakriti. Uchyate. Let me explain this. In Sankhya, they have this beautiful system of accepting two states of prakriti. One is pradhana and the other is prakriti. Pradhana is a state of equilibrium of the three gunas. 33.33, 100 divided into 3, 33.3333, etc. So when each of these gunas, sattva, rajas and tama, they are in 33.33, there is equilibrium, there is no creation. When any one changes its position from 33.33, it acquires stocks from other gunas, then the creation starts. That is when it is called as prakriti. So here he says, Trayanam gunanam samyavastha prakriti maya bhagavatah. The equilibrium of the three gunas is called as prakriti. That is the Bhagavan's maya. That is also referred to as Bhagavan's maya, the power of maya of Bhagavan. Tasyaha sakashat paraspara angi anga bhavena vaishamyena parinatah prakriti sambhava. There, one becoming the angi and the other becoming the anga by coming into this association of anga and angi. Anga means limb and angi means the limbed. Like the sattva, when it is predominant, the rajoguna and tamoguna become the anga for that. When rajoguna is predominant, that is becoming angi, and the tamoguna and sattoguna becomes anga for that. Similarly, when the creation starts, mahat is the anga for the prakriti. Mahat becomes angi, and from that ahankara becomes angi, and from that comes into existence panchatanmatra, which is anga. Like that, this is the system. Iti prakriti sambhava iti uchyante. Sacha dehe prakriti karye sharirendriya sanghate dehinam dehadatmya adhyasapannam jivam paramartha swavikara shunyena avyayam nibatnanti. And that binds the jiva, who is the dehi, through the tadatmya dhyasa, through the superimposition of identification with the deha, which is the effect of prakriti, the body sense organ complex. That is how it binds. Though in reality the jiva, the dehi, is devoid of any of transformation, but still it is seen to be undergoing transformation because of this identification. Nivartanti. Nirvikarameva santam. So vikaravat tayo vikaravattaya upadarshyanti iva. Though it does not undergo any change, because of this identification, it shows itself to have undergone transformation. Why? Why should it do that? Bhrantya, because of the erroneous knowledge. Jalapatrani divi, Jalapatrani iva divi, sthitam adityam pradimbadhyasena swakampadi mattaya. Like, we give an example, like there is a water, there is a vessel which has water, and the reflection of sun is seen there. You say, I see the sun in the water. You don't say, I see the reflection of sun in the water. You say, the sun in the water. Now, because of that superimposition of sun in the reflection of water, the transformation, the changes which the water gains is superimposed on the reflection and the original sun. You say the sun is moving, sun is dancing, etc. Instead of the reflection is moving, etc., the water is moving, etc., you say the sun is moving. So, like that here also. That is the erroneous knowledge. Yatacha paramarchiko bandho nasti tatha vyakyatam prak. And we have explained earlier that there is no bondage in reality. By bringing the Mundaka Upanishad, where we said, Mandukya Upanishad, where we said, Nacha siddha na sadhakaha, na bandho na muktihi, na bandho na muktihi, na siddha na sadhakaha. There is no bondage, there is no liberation, there is no accomplished one, there is no seeker. So here also it was said, Sharirastopi kaunteyena karotena lipyate. Though he exists, the self exists in the body, he does not do, nor is he bound or tainted by the karmas. Tatra ko gunaha kena sangena badnanti iti uchate. What are these gunas and how, in what association do they bind us? That is explained. Tatra sattam nirmalatvat. Each of these gunas are explained. Tattva sattam nirmalatvat prakashakam anamayam sukha sangena vadhnati jnana sangena cha anagha. Tatra sattam nirmalatvat prakashakam anamayam sukha sangena vadhnati jnana sangena cha anagha. Tatra sattam nirmalatvat, because sattva is pure, nirmala, malarahita, devoid of any impurity. Prakashakam, it is effulgent. Anamayam, amaya rahitam. Amaya means dukkha, sorrow. Absence of amaya, devoid of amaya is anamaya. Whenever I see this word amaya, I remember this building in the Kalikambli road, the road to Kalikambli where I stayed in Rishikesh. To your left, when you come to your left, there is this hotel called Ganga Kinara. Opposite to that, there is a building which is it's incomplete building, almost complete, but still it remains in that state for quite some time, 15 years or so probably. The building itself would have gone from inside. The thing is, some stipulation, some court case, something. He has named that building as AMAYA. AMAYA should be read as Amaya, but it is giving only Amaya. There is only sorrow for that builder. So they Sukha Sangena Vadnati, and how do they bind it? Okay, you said Sattva, and you said it is Nirmala, its quality is to be pure, and because it is a effulgent, etc. Fine, and happiness form. How do they bind us? Sukha Sangena, Jnana Sangena Chavadnati, it binds us through the association with the happiness, through the association with the knowledge. It's Anaga. Hey Anaga. Anaga means, Agha means sin. Anaga means sinless. Oh, sinless one. Bhagavan. We don't refer to people as sinners. Tatra teshu guneshu madhye sattvam prakashakam. Among these three gunas, sattva is effulgence. Chaitanyasya tamogunakrita avarana tinodhayakam. Because Chaitanya has the nature of unveiling the veil of ignorance, which is a product of tamoguna. Nirmalatva, because it is devoid of impurity. Swachatvat, because it is very pure. Chit pradibimba grahana yogyatvat, because it is capable of reflecting the consciousness. And that is why when we are happy, we don't expect you gain something which is a desired object. You are very happy. You are not gaining happiness because of that object, because the object is inert, it cannot give you happiness. When you gain that object, there is a thought function of purity, of sattva, which the self gets reflected, and the nature of self is Satchit Ananda. The Ananda gets reflected and you feel Ananda, blissful. That is the reason. Na kevalam Chaitanya Abhivanchakam Kintu Anamayam. It is not just that it manifests the consciousness, but also it is Anamayam. Anamayam means Amaya means Dukkha. Dukkham Tad Viroji Sukasyapi Vanchakam. Amaya means sorrow. The contradiction to is sukha. It also manifests the happiness. It is not the manifester of just the manifester of chit. It is also the manifester of ananda. Tad badhnati sukasangena cha dehinam he anaga avyasana. O sinless one, it binds through the identification with the happiness. Sarvatra sambodhananam abipraya prayukta smartavya. Anaga, what does anaga mean? See, we have referred to these kind of vocatives in different places with different meanings. You have to remember those things. Atra sukha jnana shabdabhyam antakarana parinamau tat vyanjaka uchyate. See, sukha jnana etc. are manifestation of thoughts. That's all. Different types of thought functions like kama sankalpa vichikitsa shraddha hrir. That sarvam mana eva be said there. Similarly, here also it is said ichha, dvesha, sukham, dukkham, sanghatah, chetana, dhriti iti sukha chetanayoho api ichhadivat kshetra dharmatvena pathat. They are all transformations of mind, because they are all mental modifications. Therefore, they are mind. So this is how it is said here also. Desire, hatred, happiness, sorrow, consciousness, valor, etc. All these are attributes of the kshetra, body sense organ complex. That is how it was said earlier. Tatra antakarana dharmasya sukhasya jnanasya cha atmani adhyasah sangah. What is the sangha? Association. The superimposition of the attributes of the mind, which is a happiness and this consciousness in the knowledge, not conscious, knowledge, the attributes of mind, which is happiness and knowledge in the self. That is sangha, association. Aham sukhi, aham jnana iti. And that is why you see yourself to be aham sukhi, I am happy, I am knowledgeable, etc. So, nahi Vishya dharma vishayini bhavati. The qualities of the attributes of the objects cannot be there in the subject. The qualities or the attributes of the object cannot be there in the subject. Subject has no association with the object. Tasma, therefore, avidya matram etaditi shatasha uktam prak. That is why we have said 100 times, shatasha, hundreds of times. Avidya matram etaditi. All these are product of ignorance. We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.